Loden at the plate, 3-1 pitch. And he clobbers one high on the infield. I wonder if they'll be able to see the baseball. They do. Dupuis came in, stayed on it, and made the play. That's out number 1. That will send up Hayden Matulich with 1 out. The tying run still on deck as Loden was in a high leverage count and just got underneath one, hit the moon, came back down. And that will send up Matulich. Matulich needs to get on base. Here's the pitch. Hits a line drive, and it's caught on a hop, I believe. They're saying he caught it on the line. It's a double play. That's the 4th time the Corn Dogs have hit into a double play. And that's how our bottom of the 8th inning ends. We go to the 9th, 7-4 Generals, as you're watching the Corn Dogs on the Corn Dogs Broadcasting Network. Top of the 9th inning. Corn Dogs are down 3 as Dylan Matusak is still on the mound. And we'll tell you about the Purdue Federal Credit Union, who's proud to be a part of the Crown Point community and support organizations like the Corn Dogs. At Purdue Federal, we take pride in being your financial partner through all of life's big events. You can visit us just down the road at 113th and Broadway, or always online at purduefed.com. Purdue Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for life. The University of Chicago is proud to be the exclusive medical provider of your Lake County Corn Dogs. U Chicago Medicine is a leading community of physicians, researchers, and game changers that make a difference in your life. U Chicago Medicine at the forefront. Well, we've come to the final inning of regulation. The Corn Dogs are down 3 runs as they hit into their 4th double play of the game on yet another one that was hit to the third baseman, Dupuis, who caught the ball on the line. Tyler Schultz was on the move, and then he was ultimately thrown out without him really even having a chance as he was rounding second by the time the ball was thrown. Here's the pitch, and Matusak throws him right over the heart of the plate, and Dupuis takes it for strike 1. Looking for another scoreless frame from Dylan Matusak, who throws the pitch, and he drops one down low, 1-1. As again, we are sorry for the technical difficulties. The Wi-Fi went out and dropped the broadcast, but we are back on the air. That's good news. Line drive left field. It slices foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes, no outs. But to recap that 1 inning where we were off the air, there really wasn't much to recap. 3 strikeouts and 1 walk from Matusak. A really good inning from the right-hander, looking to have a scoreless top of the 9th. Line drive, it's a 1-hopper to Curiel, who picks it up and will just make it an easy play to Donovan Namfelt. There is 1 retired to start the 9th. That will send up Michael Gould.
Next batter, number 8, Michael Gould.
Gould is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Let's see what he does against Matusak here. And there's a strike. That's the good part about Dylan Matusak. He can go to any pitch and throw it for a strike. They all complement each other pretty well. And that's a good pitch. A swing and a miss. 0-2 Gould swung right over the top of that one. Matusak's ahead. That's also been a difference for Matusak. He's getting way ahead in the count, and most of these at-bats Ground ball to the third baseman, Scott Hansen. He gloves it, throws a little low, and Nanfelt reaches down and picks it up without having to make a scoop out of it. 2 ground outs in this inning. Hansen made it look easy over at the hot corner. And 2 up and 2 down. A change of rhythm for Dylan Matusak. Struck out the side in the 8th. Got 2 ground outs here. But going back to what been the difference between Matusak in the first half to this most recent second half is you really look at Matusak's season in his first 5 games and his last 5 games. He's getting ahead in the counts. He's throwing a lot more strikes and forcing hitters to earn their way on base. Sometimes he's getting himself into trouble and throwing them out of the zone and making it high leverage counts for hitters. And now, as you're seeing it today, maybe not in this at-bat to Fisher, but in previous at-bats, he's attacking the zone. And good things happen when you throw strikes. 2-0. Fly ball, right field, Matsich racing, Terry racing, it drops. But Terry's there, he'll throw it in. He's trying to send this into a double. It's picked up by Schultz. Schultz tags him, and they got him. He didn't slide. He was fooled by Schultz. Schultz let the ball come to him. He picked it up and got him. There are 3 outs, and Matusak will face the minimum. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th. It's rally time. Here we go. 3 outs or 3 runs. We'll find out. This is it. Bottom of the 9th. Corn Dogs down 3. Let's see if the Rocky music inspires this team to mount a late comeback. Ferry, Hansen, Nanfelt. Due up. Kai Formilla is the new pitcher. He delivers a strike. Formilla 2-0 record, 3.08 ERA in 8 games, 2 saves, 11 2/3 innings pitched, 10 Ks, 11 hits. He is yet to surrender a walk this season. Ferry takes one up and away, 1-1. Formilla's last appearance was on July 5th against these Corn Dogs, and that come from behind victory, where he went 3 innings, got the win, struck out 3. He has that awkward arm slot. Really stays close until the last moment. Ferry just misses this one, fouled it straight back, 1-2. Just getting started in the bottom of the 9th. Thanks for joining us in this broadcast. Sorry for the late change over to the YouTube. Did not expect the Wi-Fi to go out. But hopefully the bottom of the 9th serves some magic, and Ferry strikes out, fouling the ball into the glove of Summers. There's one gone. Scott Hansen, let's see if he can get on base. The tying run is in the hole. Right now it's Jaden Deal. But Donovan Nanfelt is on deck. Hansen at the plate. Corn Dogs have 2 outs to play with. They still need 3 runs. Formella gets his sign. He comes out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs and inside, 1-0. The Corn Dogs need to get some traffic on the base pass. The pass the baton mentality should be implemented into the team. Just get on base, and hopefully the guy behind you can pick you up. Formella delivers. Hansen punches one to the right, and it's playable, and Brennan Fisher will make the play. There are 2 outs. Corn Dogs are down to their final out. This loss would give the Vikings a game on Lake County, as all the Corn Dogs runs came into the bottom of the 7th inning, and it's Donovan Anfelt that will try to get a 2-out rally started. Formella has shown to be a very tough pitcher this season for the Generals. But Corn Dogs' 4 double plays has really hurt them in this game. And that's a strike, outside corner, 1-0. One and one. Anfelt fouls this one back and off the chain link fence. It's 1-2, and the Corn Dogs are down to their final strike. This might be it. The Corn Dogs are on the ropes. Generals looking to land the knockout punch. The pitch. And that's a little high. 2-2. A good take by Anfelt. If the Generals win this game, they'll go to 16-17. Win 2 straight games, snap the Corn Dogs' 3-game winning streak, and win 2 straight games at Legacy. The pitch, and Anfelt hits one off to the right. Staying alive, Chanley's inner Bee Gees will do 2-2 again. The deuces are wild. Corn Dogs are down 3. They got to get something going. This could be it. Every pitch could give the Generals another win on Lake County. Break even. And off the plate, wow. Not sure how Anfelt laid off of it, but it's a full count now. 3-2, 2 outs. This will be really an ultimate payoff pitch. Anfelt could walk, keep the game going, or strike out the pitch. That one is off the plate, ball 4. Anfelt works his second walk of the game. He's now standing on first. Corn Dogs will at least see one more hitter with Jaden Deal.
Number 12, Jaden Deal.
Deal's 1 for 2. He had a fielder's choice, an RBI single, and a hit by pitch in this game. He's got on base twice. I'd like to see him get on base one more time. That kicks away from the catcher Summers to the backstop. Donovan Anfelt will move the second. So at least the Generals will have to make the final play at first base. It's not as though if Jaden Deal would hit a ball up the middle and Biggers and Munoz were to dive for it, that they couldn't just throw out Anfelt at second base. Foul ball lifted up and out of play. No play available for the Generals. It's now 1-1. The tying run after that walk is now standing on deck. It's Cal Curiel. 1-1. Formella gets a swing and a miss. Corn Dogs down to their final strike again. This is the position that Anfelt was in, but he was able to work a walk. It's 1-2 with 2 outs. Corn Dogs, if they drop this game, would move to 24-9 on the year. They still lead the league, though. Here's the 1-2. Deal fouls one off. He does not want to be the final out. And he sure doesn't want to go down on the strikeout. Because then I'll have to call it. The game would end. It's never fun to be the final out, especially when you go down swinging or looking. At least make them earn it. 1-2. And it's a foul ball into the glove, and this game is over.
This concludes tonight's ball game with a final score.
Generals win. Final score 7-4. We will have the post-game show. And our player of the game is Scott Hansen. And every player of the game is brought to you by Macron, the official jersey partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. We'll take a quick break and come back with your post-game show. We'll go through the scoring plays and go through the line scores of tonight's matchup. Again, final score 7-4 Generals. Welcome into the post-game show for this game, as we'll go through the line scores, the records, and then go through some of the scoring plays of this game. The Generals are the winners in this game. They scored 7 runs on 10 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. They moved to 16-17. The Corn Dogs lose. They go to 24-9 as they scored 4 runs on just 5 hits. 2 errors by the Corn Dogs tonight. They left 5 men on base. Aaron Wojciechowski gets the win. He goes to 1-1 on the year. Matthijs gets the loss. He's 0-2. And Kai Fermilla picks up his 3rd save, tying him for first place in the league for saves. This game had a runtime of 2 hours and 45 minutes. It started at 7 o'clock and wrapped up at around 9:45 on July 19th, 2022 on an 81-degree night. It was beautiful. And given that the Corn Dogs, that was their first game in 10 days, they didn't do too bad, as they'll have to kick off some of that rust and bounce back tomorrow against the Crestwood Panthers. That game will be on the road. First pitch is at 5 o'clock. We'll remind you at the end of this postgame show as we'll go through these scoring plays, as it was opened up by the home run by DeShante Carraway in the 2nd inning, and then some key doubles by the Generals in the 3rd gave them a 4-0 lead. And then because of some of the lights causing a factor, a couple more runs scored on a triple by Jack Dupuis, the score in Stellato and Munoz. And then Dupuis would score on the sacrifice fly to make it 7-0. But then the Corn Dogs scored 4 runs in the 7th inning on some hits from Ferry, who drove in a run, Scott Hansen, and Jaden Deal. Tyler Schultz would also score on a wild pitch to open up the scoring for the Corn Dogs, and that was it for the Corn Dogs. They threatened with 2 runners on base in the 7th inning but could not capitalize. And then they went quietly in the 8th and then had a runner on first base, game-tying run on deck, but a strikeout from Gio against Kai Fermilla ended the game. Final score is 7-4 once again in favor of the Joliet squad, giving them 2 straight wins here at Legacy Field. Well, that's going to do it from Legacy Field. It was not the result we were looking for, but hey, give the guys some slack. They had to wait 10 days to play some baseball, and there is always a tomorrow. The Corn Dogs will be on the road against Panthers. Game will be at 5 o'clock. You can find that game on the Crestwood Panthers Facebook page as the Corn Dogs look to bounce back and pick up a game tomorrow. And then we'll be back at home on Friday. You can purchase tickets, and don't forget, you can also purchase some pretty nice memorabilia, whether it be shirts or hats of the Corn Dogs. If you're a huge fan, you can head over to the Lake County Corn Dogs page. It's corndogsbaseball.com. And we hope to see you on Friday. You can purchase tickets there and at the game. I'm Andrew Mild. We had a great time with you tonight. Hopefully tomorrow has a different result, but it is good to be back behind the mic and calling your Lake County Corn Dogs. Have a good rest of your night. We will hear from you tomorrow. And go Dogs.